Test, test. Good morning, London traders. It is 4th of September and it's 2:53 right now. I've got my kitty catty is on my desk here trying to play with me, and you'll see a paw sometimes going up because she's allowed to just lay here and be a good girl. But yeah, she doesn't want to go. I tried, but it's not going to happen today. It's okay. You stay here, Gigi. Yeah. So you'll see maybe a paw swinging by, but okay. That's okay. You can stay here. I just want to double check the sound. I had internet issues last night. I was cut off, and they didn't bring back the internet for a long time. So that was pretty annoying, to be honest. Hey, okay, Gigi. I had internet. Yeah, okay, last night. Okay, you cannot touch the screen, my love. Okay, let's go. Okay, to be honest. Hey, Gigi, no. Okay, otherwise I have to go. Guess you will. Give you one chance, my love. How's everyone doing? How are you doing, Kita? Kira, I'm sorry. There's your puppy. How did you do yesterday? Did you trade yesterday? Okay, so London. Remember last week? I want to show you something. Last week. Okay, Gigi. So you're getting too. You want to move a little bit too much. Okay, come on. Mommy needs to focus. I want to go over the weekly profile. Last week we had a Tuesday low, Wednesday high, and obviously also Thursday high. And I actually was aiming, I thought we were going to have a TGIF last Friday. It's all on record. And I thought that we would get a little bit higher on Friday and then get this profile. But we did not. Tuesday we went back into the range. Okay, Gigi, I need to get my cat out of here, otherwise everything is going to go. Okay. Come on. Sorry, my. Okay. So it just doesn't work. But I'm still higher time frame bullish. This was just retracement, and we again have a Tuesday low this week. We have a Wednesday high. Let's see what happens today. We have news today. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we get the same profile, but then this high will be on Friday, and then we get the proper TGIF, because obviously the retracement started already on Thursday. So this fooled me last week, in all honesty. But it makes sense, right? If you have like a market maker buy model, it could still be this. But let's see if it's the right analysis. I could be wrong, but yeah, I mean, we still have this beautiful liquidity here. So what do you think? What do you think of the analysis? Do you have a similar or a different analysis? I would love to hear, because last week I was wrong, obviously. I was so convinced it would go take out that liquidity, but yeah. And we've got beautiful equal lows here. So, I don't know. It's NFP week. I know you don't trade, right, on NFP weeks? Still coughing. Oh yeah, I'm already in a trade, by the way. Yeah, this is I'm aiming for this level. It might take a little, it might take 2 macros to get there, but just letting it run down. Oh, I can trill my stop, by the way. I'm gonna trill to here now for now. Let me see if that's a little bit higher. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, so this is my aim. Might not get there in 1 line, but just paper trading NFP week, especially. I'm not touching. I did pass an eval. Was it Tuesday or Monday? I can't remember. But I'm not touching any funded or live accounts on this week. Just paper trading and seeing if my analysis is correct and warming up for the next week. Yeah. I would love to know, SMC Charter, about my analysis on the weekly profile. What do you think of my analysis? Because last week, I think you were there, right, when we went over the weekly profile last Friday, or Thursday it was actually, and then it hit this high, and we went back into the range. But it was exactly the same weekly profile, except the Thursday high was here. Now, I am just sort of wondering if we're getting the Friday high here and then the proper TGIF. Yeah. So that's the weekly profile. We have a shorter week, but we still have a Tuesday low, technically. So yeah. This London trade, I'm just aiming for this level. Paper trade, I already trilled my stop, so if I get stopped out, it's in profit and I can enter again. Because I'm still it's a high probability it might go there during the London session. So yesterday, I was in a trade as well, and I had an internet issue, and it just stopped me out. Yeah, I'm stopped out. It's too early. So that happens when I get in too early, but it's okay. It's 3 o'clock. Same thing happened, and then it eventually went to the level after the internet went. I didn't see it until this morning when I woke up because they didn't give the internet until really it was like I think a 9-hour internet outage we had, so it's pretty annoying. It was a beautiful trade, by the way. Let's see, go. Yeah, that's why it's important to always put your stop in, right? If you lose internet or anything like that, always have your stop in. Never, never, ever take a risk on that, because if you have internet outage and you can't get back in for whatever reason, you have to protect yourself. Very, very important at any cost. Yeah. Okay. Now I have to reassess for the trade because, yeah, obviously it's going to react from this fair value gap. Anyone already in a trade for London or had a good trade? It's 117. Beautiful equal. This is settlement price. So on Thursdays, we have the gardener coming with the leaf blower. So then I just have to plan a little bit later because I want to. I like the 2 a.m. Well, today it wasn't. We have a lot of chop going back and forth, but I think there's a lot of good trades to be caught yesterday as well, and the week before. There were beautiful large moves to be taken. So normally I would like to be online doing the London at 2, but on 1 to 2 weeks, the gardener comes with a leaf blower, and then I just have to plan a little bit later because it's such a loud, it just makes a lot of noise. So that's why I was planning this one later. But if I do London, I'll aim for 2 a.m. Eastern to go live, or a little bit before, and unless I'm not able to. So that is about London. Yeah. And I was pretty pissed off yesterday because I was in such a beautiful trade. The one it was in the PM session, and it worked out. It stopped me out one time in profit because I was a little bit too early, and I already pointed out that wick at. Let me go back to that because I think we have some time. I'll go to the 5 minutes, and then I do think it's nice to go over that because it was such a yeah. I mentioned this wick, like if I would have entered here, it would be safe. This was a safe high, and so I entered just below this, and we went down, and then I had my trade was until here, and obviously it stopped me out in profit, but it just didn't take out this wick, and then it went down to this level. Yeah, I think it was around here that I was trying to. I was anticipating a move up again, but I just wanted to take the short and then reassess again because I'm still bullish higher time frame, like still from last week as well, right? So that was, but then again, I lost internet halfway and the stream just got. There were people here. I mean, I don't know if some of you are here that were with me yesterday, so apologies for that. Shit happens sometimes, right? Nothing we can do about it. But anyway, that's why the importance of a stop. So it stopped me out here while I was already out of internet. And this move up, and then it made the move. So the move went in the 130 move, yeah. Here we go. And this didn't take out this wick. And when it creates such a nice, beautiful equal highs and it goes down here, we know what's coming, right? It just takes it out in the PM session. Yeah, beautiful move. I think it's still beautiful for NFP week, right? Don't you think so? Did you see me somewhere else? Just curious if you've seen me somewhere else. I need my glasses, guys. I'm getting too old to do it without I've got my glasses. I'm still in denial that I need them full time. Where are my glasses? I'll be right back. Okay. Reason why I'm asking is I was online for a prop firm, and so that was actually they wanted me as a trading coach. It was for Hola Prime, but what happened is that I had too many. I mean, I love them. Don't get me wrong. But the thing is that I had to work with Project X, and I needed to have a black screen. You have more rules you have to abide to, and I felt a little bit tied down. And me being the only ICT time-based trader, I love the other coaches, and we did streams together for Hola Prime. So we were on with 4 other coaches. But eventually, my manager that I had there, she actually told me, listen, you need to go on by yourself. You need to start for yourself, because I think that will be the best for you. So we decided to terminate the contract mutually. And that's where I thought, but she really got me into the going on YouTube and things like that. So yeah, and then I decided, you know what, I really enjoy being on stream and connecting to people with people. Yeah, and just helping others. So that's how it started. But that's why I was wondering. So maybe you saw me at as a trading coach on Hola Prime. So it wasn't too long ago, actually. So that's the story. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be doing this, to be honest. So I was too shy, maybe, to do it. So let me just. Yeah. No, I'm just live, so by my, this is just it for now, and I can always adjust times and, you know, just change the time. But for now, this is, I think I like the London session and the PM session, and maybe at some point I can change it and also go for AMs, for the AM sessions as well. But we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Okay. Let me just double check the news. I know that we had news. It was quite a bit, right? That we Did you guys see my? I made a video about the 830 candle that it can help to measure the trading ranges. It's quite interesting. I've been backtesting that a lot, and it is like the information that I shared on that video is just a layer 1, because there's much more to it, but it's so interesting how everything is so manipulated that it can be calculated. Yeah. Okay, so 8:15 we've got the ADP non-farm employment, 8:30 unemployment claims, revised non-farm productivity. Okay, no, that's the yellow. And then more important again, 10 a.m. So it's 8:15 and 8:30. And then the Friday, we have an 8:30 news candle as well. I love those 8:30 news candles, really. But yeah, check out that video. Was it no, it was Hola Prime. Hola Prime is actually a new prop firm, but they try to copy Top Step. And for me, I'm not really too crazy about Project X, to be honest, and especially a company, a prop firm owning the platform. It's just, for me, it doesn't, I just don't feel very comfortable with that. And I just didn't like, that was one of my biggest thing, and I didn't have my indicators on Project X. For me, Project X is just a execution platform, but we were only allowed to show it, so that was very difficult for me for the things that I use, and to do everything manually. I just, it's just annoying. So for me that was, and everything has to be black, and for me that doesn't work well. I like a lighter background. It's really weird that people have preferences like that, right? Yeah. I don't want to say it out loud. So, but yeah, I agree. Um, I agree with you. But I just yeah. So I just thought, you know what? I want full freedom. I want to do the same thing, connect with people, share, analysis, grow together, build a community or bond, bridge communities together. And I have the full freedom to say what I want, to do what I want. I was also not allowed, for example, to say if I didn't know something, because the other coaches have different trading styles. And I'm just, if I have one trading style and I don't know anything, I would like to be able to ask that, just be, interested. I just don't want to be, I just want full freedom, and I have full freedom here. So you only like white. Yeah. So what I did now, I made this gray. Is that, do you like my background? Because I thought, you know what, let me make it gray instead of white. Because I was looking back uh, at the recordings, and I was like, okay, white, it doesn't really stand out on the recording. So I just made a black frame, and then I made the trading area gray. I think it looks okay, right? What do you think? I just want to know your opinion as a white preference person as well, like myself. I see a lot of black. A lot of people use black on most professional prop firms that are having people on and stuff. So yeah, I'm not interested in doing it. I don't know why they all hate ICT. Yeah, I mean, I think it's, you know what I think? Um, Especially the traders that use volume profile and TPO and the ones that are very good at what they do, but they just follow order flow, and they know what they're doing, and they're doing very well, but they just there is still this missing link. And if you're algorithmic and you start seeing the precision, and you say, if I'm a newbie and I'm still, I'm there, I think I'm still in my early years, but if you can sometimes show the precision, they get sort of like maybe intimidated. Like, how can you know that? Well, you only trade almost 20 years less than I do. You know what I mean? So I think it's a little bit that. And even though I'm not as good as they are in their, the way they trade, how analyzing the data very quick, they're not precise. It is not precision, but they are good. So I think it has to do with that a little bit. I don't know. It's just the unknown, that it's not possible to really be able to execute on precision. That's what I think. But I can't see nothing on black. No, me neither. It's just very. I just miss a lot, and I don't trade as well as I do on white. So yeah. Well, I'm happy that I have the screen that you prefer, and I'm not going to change it for anyone. I don't care. So yeah, I guess there's enough choice for the black screens, right? But yeah, okay. Let's see. I want to have a good trade in London as well. Let's see if we can frame a trade. So you haven't done anything at all in this week. I think it's still a good week though, to be honest. Uh, do you think this liquidity will be taken out this week? So we have 2 points of interest here. We've got the equal lows, and I've got the liquidity here. So last week I was very, my bias was so bullish that I really thought, when we were on Thursday here, that we would go further up to take this liquidity, and then we have the TGIF. But that was not the proper analysis, because on Thursday we made the high, and you can see it right over here at 2 a.m. This was the high, and then we went back into the range. Yeah, and then this week we have literally the same profile. Tuesday low, which was formed here. It was a shorter week because we didn't have a Monday full day, but still we can consider this a Tuesday low. Then we have the Wednesday. The Wednesday high. We just tapped over. Oh, actually, we did not close the body yet, so we have to be aware. Look, I'm seeing something now. Let me hold on. Monday, yeah. Okay. Now, we want this candle to go to close over this point. We can see it in the 1 hour and the 15 minutes soon anyway. But we didn't get a Tuesday high. We did actually get a Tuesday equal. No, okay. So it's important to get this weekly profile that we do go over this point, that we do go over this body. And then if that's the case, then I will get back into my bias for the TGIF. So then we take out this high, these highs here. But we can even only also take out this and go halfway into that for the TGIF. So we do want to take this out then, I guess. I think it's only going to go higher, leaving downside for next week. I could be wrong. I agree with you, because I've been bullish since last week. As the higher time frame, we're still in a buy program, and all these moves down are just retracements. So yeah, I'm still bullish. And because last week we didn't have the proper TGIF, it was a Thursday move. Then I would presume that we're just going to go futz around today during London, because we've got news coming as well. So we might get a nice move. Yeah, I do think we're going to see this level here on the lows before we go up. So I'm keeping this in mind here. Yeah, that was a trade. I still want to go. I want to take a short before going long. So I took a stab at it already, but I got stopped out in profit because it's too early. What time is it now? 3:21. 3:21. I don't want to miss it though. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take another stab. You know why? Because my stop loss is going to be such a. This was my trade. And I'll bring it down in profit again if I'm too early. There we go. Just three. What's the three? Let me go to the 1 minute here. So I like it to see that it creates that it's creating highs to be taken out later, right? We are above the midnight though. See, we're in a 15-minute higher wick candle, so I'm thinking, can it be a rejection block, or is it going to go a little bit higher already? I actually don't want to trade contra. If I'm bullish, I actually don't want to trade bearish. So maybe I should not do it. Let's wait. So on the 15-minute, this is a wick. And again, it could reject, go back up from here and never go below the midnight. So I might get out here in profit. This might be too early again. It's just in the same range. It's a little bit boring. Let's see, just let go a little bit down and I'll take it. I'll just take it off. I have to reassess. Yeah. Let me reassess. I still think this level is going to be hit at 421-ish before it goes up. That'll be something if it still goes, right? You see, I'm looking at this level here, this wick here. If it's rejecting from this wick and just makes a, but yes, we are in this inversion now here in market. Well, the bodies are still above the inversion, so four, 6, 1. Yeah, you know, it's just I only paper trade now. I don't want to, even though if it's a really good trade, I just, you know, I journal it and it always helps me for the next week. I really don't care. And because if I go back into my journals, all my losses and all the evals that I ever lost and my funded, it's all in week 1, basically. And, yeah, you can have a good trade but technically I just, yeah, I just know from my journaling and my data that it's just my worst week. So I agree with you. I also got to the point that I'm not trading any live or funded accounts in this week. Yeah. How about Friday? I mean, Friday could get some good trades though once the last data releases. You never trade Friday as well? Hello, Dolly. So we're creating trend line liquidity here. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to get the run down to 330. This looks like it's ready to go down. We have an inversion here, inversion here. I'm just gonna go in again with a very tight stop. We do a flat bottom here. 330. Let's see. Yeah. It's too early again. So it's rejecting of the that's the first presented fair value gap of the midnight area. So I always mark those as well. The first presented after midnight Eastern. There we go. Just bring it down, 333. Just go. Let me check my levels again. Yeah, 423. It's a horrible area to trade in, actually, but just for the stream. I wouldn't do this on my live accounts, to be honest, or on my funded. Because we could still go up into this area and then go down. I do think really we're going to see, yeah, this, it's, okay, 1L. I do think it's going to go in this area before it goes up, before it goes higher. Three, 4. Check some data. Okay. 340. So we're also in a N walk. We're actually we've got two overlapping N walks. We are the one of this week is actually in the bottom area of I think they are marked on my charts. Let me show you. Yeah, you can see it on this chart here. Let me take this one out. So this N walk here is in this bigger one here. So the bodies, the one that is embedded in the bigger one is exactly staying in the N walk. And we're now making our way to the top of the other N walk. I guess this was a long indication as well, right? Here at 330, tapping into that first percent fair value gap. Exactly, we already had this indication that we were not leaving this N walk. Retest here, exactly, probably with SMT with ES, I would presume. Let me double check. And we're making our way now to let's have a look. Did we take out anything? Okay, this is where the move is going to stop. Yeah, we had an SMT with the ES on the 15-minute candle. Interesting. I missed that. Okay, that was this is SMT here on the 15. I'm just gonna take this one away now. This was a clear long. Always check S&Ts at the half of the hour and the mid, right? At the mid and the whole. This was the S&T level here. And that is exactly, it hit the first presented fair value gap at 3:30. We had S&T, so that was a clear long. Yeah, that was a nice long though. And it took out this liquidity. Beautiful. Okay. Next time. There we go. Should go below. Yeah. So actually everything aligned here, right? Beautifully. Time. We retested this first presented, and there was liquidity created here at exactly 3:30. Okay. It happens, it happens, it happens. Okay. Now, is this a moment where that move to the downside is coming? But I'm also not that interested in any down movement to really try to get. It's just, you know, it never works when you're bear bullish and you try to go opposite side. So I think I'm more interested in today's PM session, I guess. After the news, and then we have got the 10 a.m. news. So literally we're just in consolidation, in a consolidation area right now. Let's wait one more macro just to see what's going on. Let's wait one more macro. We did hit a high. Yeah, I'm taking that short again. I'm going to take it one more time. You know, I think it's going to move now. I'm a little bit late, but then again, it's okay. It's paper train. 421 is my level. It's quite a big range, but hey, what happened? What happened to my trade? Okay. TP. Did I take the stop loss down? Never trade when you're not feeling 100%, right? So you make those mistakes. You want to be above the inversion. Here we go. Yeah, this is the trade. Paper trade. It's actually 421 instead I have on my level, but let's see what if it goes in the macro. Let's give us some large candles. Just drop. It's a beautiful day today here, by the way. So finally, we don't have a lot of wind for one day. So I'm thinking of when I end this stream, going to have a nice beach walk, get some fresh air. Uh, yeah, and enjoy the day. That's funny. Let's see. Okay, well, let's see if it now goes down. Let's see. Okay, macro's almost starting. So I switched the music off because I had music through OBS, but my mic got really, really bad, the sound. So I need to figure out how I can do that without screwing up the mic sound, because it was really horrible. It would sound very robotic. So that's why I don't have any music on, but I think it's nice to have music. I don't like that. Oh, actually I do. I want if the macro starts and I get an up close candle, I like that as an algorithmic signature for a bearish move. So let's see if that doesn't always work out, but I do like to see that. We did have the 14.9, I just wanted to drop. It really needs to drop fast if my bearish trades. See, I don't like it. Just go bearish now again. Yeah, it's okay. You can do one bullish move. Because we have the S&T here, right? We had a move up, but is this enough for the S&T? Because normally when you have an S&T and a proper S&T and it lines up, just wondering if the move is still not, the bullish move is still not done yet. How many points was this move? 7.4, 2, yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now go down. Just drop, fall down. There we go. It's really horrible price action, right? We agree with that. 52. There's an area where it could go to again. Like when you look on this wick right here, 496. So it could go and reject from here. I'm just going to, the macro could be two parts. I'm just going to go a little bit higher. Why? Because if I look at this wick here, if this is going to be a rejection block, I actually don't want it to go over the 50% of the rejection block. So let's say it uses the first half of the macro to go to the upside, and then maybe it uses the second half to go to the downside. So, and if it goes over, it invalidates the trade. So let's see. Here we go. 496. 496.75. Okay. Okay, let's give it to me. Okay. I'm going to give it to 3 minutes past 4. And if it doesn't move to the downside by then, I'm just going to let it be. But there is a possibility that it goes back into this 15-minute wick, right? And I wanted to see it reject from there to make the move to the downside. If not, yeah, I do think it's going to go to this area for the low. I'm higher time frame bullish. Don't get me wrong. For the pre-market AM and PM session, but because we've got news as well tomorrow, it might just be rangy today. Thursdays are the worst days in NFP week, in my opinion. I have the most losing trades on Thursday of the first week. In general, most of my losing trades are in week 1, but specifically on Thursday. So this is a paper trade. I do think we're going to go lower at some point to go higher again. Yeah, let's see if it uses the first part of the macro to go into this area. I want to see it reject in this 15-minute wick, then go down. If it doesn't do that, it invalidates my trade, and then it's just going to maybe already melt up a little bit. I have no idea, but let's see. Let's see. Oh, my throat is really bugging me. I've got for quite a while already. Yeah. But in all honesty, since I moved to South Africa, I hardly have any issues health-wise with my. I used to be quite asthmatic in the Netherlands. I had like a puffer and things like that that I really needed because of the weather was much colder there. So my body, I was like always like and I worked on the airport for a long time, so I guess that wasn't really good for when you're asthmatic and all those um yeah those the smells of the engines and stuff like that. But yeah, so since I lived here now, I hardly get really sick. But sometimes at the end of our winter, which is just a little bit more chilly at night, I guess, I just get this is the max that I get. So I mean, I'm actually pretty happy with it. But it sort of sucks when you talk a lot now, and that's the thing when I do the live streams, I need to talk more. Um, yeah, that's the only thing I need to get used to because you can type things, but you cannot talk to me, right? Um, I think it would be nice to have people on and they can also talk. Um, Maybe I have to think about that. That would be nice to maybe figure out how to do that. Okay, almost 4. Let's see what happens. I don't mind if it spikes up, but I don't want it to go over 496. So let's say there's a little gap here. We are expecting this to happen. Now we have the 4 a.m., one of my favorite times. Yes. Okay. There we go. Come on now. I'm starting to get a little bit impatient. This wicks on both sides. And that's not what I want to see. I want to see go down. I'm getting tired of you and Key today. Okay, 1401. Okay, so I want to see the move happen before 3 past 4. There we go. Now I can. Oh, hold on. I'm just going to wait until. I want a little bit more, a bigger move to the downside before I move my stop. Well, if it stops me out, I want to be stopped out here anyway. Then it's going to go up anyway, so that's okay. And it stops me out, then I'm done for today. Then it's going to go higher, yeah. This is typical Thursday price action, NFP week. It's not going anywhere. Just let's get it over with. I think it's time to touch some grass for me. I'm not going to wait for this. It's not worth it. It's going to stop me out. Yeah, stop me out. I'm not. Oh, it's 404. Yeah. No, the move should have been done already, so I'm getting out. Yeah. It's past 404, so I think it's going to go up now, or just do nothing. It's 4 past 4. Let's just watch until the end of the macro. and then it's I'm going to touch some grass. Mhm. I did not. Are you going now? Are you kidding me? I'm aiming for that short, right? But yeah. I gave it a few stabs. Still bullish, higher time frame. So I think it's best just to let it play out and let this horrible price action just, do its thing. Just gonna enjoy the day, I guess, and then come back in AM and PM session to look at what price is doing. Um, it's not even going into this wick, right? So what I wanted to see is that it went to the midpoint. It did go into this wick a little bit, but it's sort of like futzing around in this. It did take out this wick and went into this wick. So we're in a midpoint of well, consider two gaps, right? We can consider wicks gaps. So look what this candle is doing now. We took out both sides of this candle here. Let's have a look at the 4-hour. It's really shitty price action. It's not really worth it to waste too much time on this. So the 4-hour wicked into the previous 4-hour, but it took out the other 4-hour. So what does it tell you? This could be a rejection block for this 4-hour, but you took out this one. We're in this wick as well on the 4-hour. So I think we're just going to futz around in this area for the time being, and we're in this end walk, basically in both end walks as well. So we really need to break to one side, to the other. So this candle, the 4 hours up to 6 o'clock, I think I'm not gonna watch it until 6 a.m. You know, it's just consolidation, and yeah, it might make one spike up, but let it. We just want to see it make a move to one side so we get it clear. I still think we're going to go into this area here to go back further up, but we'll see. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it at this for now. I'm going to go for a walk, go to the beach, just have some sun and just relax a little bit. Look, it's going to go now. Yeah, let's just, I do want to see what the measurement is of this one. Let's see in the 4-hour, previous 4-hour. Because we did take out the other 4-hour, right? So it does make sense that it goes higher for now. So that would be 513-ish. Oh, I would not. I mean, like say if we have NFP news coming, we don't expect it to make up the move all the way now during London because we have the news coming, right? So it's going to hold down, suppress some things, I guess. But hey, still could do it. But and here as well. It's just yeah, I'm going to leave it here. So thank you for joining me and yeah, just hanging out. Really enjoy that. I hope I'm I'm feeling better next time and I don't have to cough so much and because it's annoying too. I wish you a pleasant day and I know you're not going to trade, but yeah, next week we'll have some nice trades, right? We're going to go full in. I can't wait till next week, by the way. So okay, so for now it's going to be bye bye and I hope to see you soon again and I wish you really a good day and enjoy. Ciao ciao.